So we're here on a diagnostic for a pool pump that's not working. So first thing I'm going to do is I've reviewed my notes to make sure that I'm looking at the correct one, because obviously we have 4 pool pumps and a fountain pump. Okay, so I've identified which one the issue is, and it's with the whisper flow pump here. All right, so our customer is confused, and they have previously paid us, up to $8,000 to change pool pumps and repair filters, and so they believe that this should be a warranty call on something that we previously installed. So first thing I did is I pulled up notes from past jobs, and it's very clear that we have replaced a motor on pool filter pump number 1 here. We replaced a motor, seals, band clamp, impeller, and seal plate on pool filter pump number 2. And on the spa filtration pump here, the spec pump, we've installed a complete new pump. So we have done work on 3 out of 5 pool pumps in this pump room. Okay, the one they're having issues with is a fountain pump here. So first thing that I notice on this pump is we have bulge plumbing, and we have valves. So more than likely this pool pump has been run with the valves in the closed position, has overheated to allow the pipe to expand. The shaft on this motor is locked up. I've tried to spin it, it won't spin. And I see a lot of water corrosion. So we know that this pump has had a long time water leak. So that would not be covered under any warranty. So we know that this needs at least a new motor, but we're going to put in a variable speed pump. So the next thing we need to do is take into account the plumbing. Fortunately, the spec pumps and the whisper flows have a very similar suction height. Okay. Whenever we replumb this suction, we're going to have to cut down on the suction pipe to bring it up and into the pump. On the discharge, we can reuse this valve. We'll simply cut here at a 2.5 inch coupling by 2.5 by 2 bushing and run it to the pump discharge. So we figured out the type of pump that we need. Next, we need to look at the electrical situation. First, we're looking at the floor. Looks like a solid concrete base, so we don't need to add a new concrete base. It'll have a firm footing. The electrical system, we have a whip that is disconnected. It runs up into a waterproof box and over to the breaker panel. In the breaker panel, we have GE THQL HACR breakers. So our breaker is going to need to be 120 volt, 240 volt, THQL GFCI 20 amp to run the pool pump. And then we need to reattach the bonding wire. And once all that is done, now we can write our quote.